I'm going to continue this saga of what this entity was sharing with me the other night. I guess you would call it a channeling session, but I would just ask and encourage anyone who's coming in with their own baggage of ideology or their own judgments or narratives, just suspend it until I can finish and break it down for you a little bit, because it would be impossible for me to fully explain or share every single thing that I saw and experienced. But I want to break down the individual lessons into maybe bullet points of what this entity is trying to communicate, because it's very clear to me what this entity is trying to communicate. But I also want to hear your feedback. I want to hear maybe what it's cross-pollinating with and what you're getting and what you are learning, because this isn't just a manifestation of my own mind or higher consciousness, which in a way it is. We're all connected, and we're all on this same energy grid that is called consciousness. And consciousness, once it's turned on, can't be turned off. Consciousness is alive in everything, and I wouldn't be surprised if many other people are getting a lot of these same things, just in their own way, in their own expressions, in their own language, because consciousness tends to reflect back to us how we think. Anyway, okay, so I left off with math patterns. Math patterns are useless numbers, or useless at the base of the God step of every human need. And then in all caps, all born screaming. That's a reference to my favorite musical artist, who released an album last year called All Born Screaming. And gosh, I love that imagery, and I love the idea of how even before we have language, human beings have a way to meet their needs. We're all born screaming. And boy, does that pull people into your orbit to help feed you and clothe you and take care of you. So interesting that in all caps, it wrote all born screaming. I've been having a lot of dreams of this musical artist too, just being inserted into scenarios that are interesting. Anyway. Oh, I also had a dream. I don't watch Grammys. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the Oscars. I don't watch anything. I'm boring. I'm like so boring. I like to read and learn and write, and then I do my job. So, anyway, the night that this artist won a Grammy, I had a dream about her, and I didn't even know the Grammys were happening. Okay. So again, restarting. Math patterns are useless numbers, or useless at the base of the God step of every human need, all born screaming. Every idea is already meeting within every frequency, predetermined meeting places where the soul agreed to meet, to work out this very problem. Enjoy all life's kisses found intermingling with the lessons. Hee 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 hee. And then this is where my friend's energy comes in. And this is how I was able to validate that this was something I was receiving that was more than something that was being manifested from within me. I had this influx of my friend's energy. And I'm going to call her Shelly, because I don't know anybody named Shelly. I mentioned in another video, it's like I could see her eyes and her mouth like the Cheshire Cat. And then there was this cascading of loving energy that started coming at me, around me, and in through me. And it was like this beautiful energy, and flowers were blossoming out of it, and butterflies and sparkles and twinkles. And it was just this beautiful energy of my friend Shelly that was like cascading into me. And so the entity says, hee hee hee, and then I write in parentheses, Shelly energy and prayers are sneaking in here. What a beautiful healer and mother she is. So the first part is me. I'm saying, oh, I'm detecting Shelly's energy and prayers sneaking in here. And then this is what the entity says. What a beautiful healer and mother she is. Iridescent opal eyes and turquoise heart, she creates portals with every breath. Wink, smirk, and gracious heartbeat. Portals that swell with birth and life. Learn from this dear child. Learn to sway in the song that her heart sings and be kissed by its breezes. Come back up for air, she says. Enjoy the love. Oh. Enjoy the lovely dance, she says. Every soul is an... Okay, so then it breaks off from talking about my friend Shelley. But I was experiencing these things as the entity is saying this to me. And then the next day, I texted my friend Shelley, and I'm like, were you, like, thought sharing or, like, praying for me yesterday? And she was like, yes. And I didn't fully tell her this, but I told her, I felt it. Thank you. So it was just a little bit of a validation for me personally that I'm not only materializing my own ideas, that I'm actually detecting and sensing the energies of people and entities around me. And she is an evangelical Christian, so this really goes to show that unity is more important right now. It's way more important than anything else. So then the entity continues on. Every soul is an energy begging to be known, seen, and released. Being is a game of consciously being whatever one needs to be to help release the pent-up energy within the soul it seeks. It is all meant to be and be released. Do not seek out that which does not belong to you. Everything is about motive and intention, and those things will worry about themselves and make themselves known. And this one, I don't know what this means. I try to reject narratives, so I'm just going to read what I wrote here. I know what I was seeing. I was seeing a lot of bug-like entities, like at least the appearance for me to be able to kind of associate it with something that I know. Again, maybe you can teach me because I'm not quite sure. I know that I'm talking about aliens and extraterrestrials and entities, and I know that there is a narrative about a mantis type of being. I don't know about that. I really don't know much about the extraterrestrial lore. I am learning a lot right now, and I'm doing a lot of research right now, but anyway, this is what the entity says. Mantis energy is about feeling and sensing and knowing. This is all to point us back. My handwriting is just chaotic here. This is all to point us back to our primitive senses of feeling and touching and laughing and having curiosity about bigger things, not wanting to define, but instead follow the dreamer. Dreamer is in all caps, all frenetic. But instead, follow the dreamer to bluer skies. Don't be whatever causes someone to suffer the dream. Be part of what helps them to release. Inhale, exhale. Both of those words are in, all caps. Inhale, exhale, and repeat. Live the fucking dream. And then release. Feel, feel, feel. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Learn to make and cause the rise of tides with your conscious heart. All caps. Beat. I'm going to say that again. Learn to make and cause the rise of tides with your conscious heart. Beat. Exhale love and be whatever allows people to release. Change whatever you want. Oh no, that's not right. Charge whatever you want and then give it back. And I think I'm out of time, so I'll have to make a part 2. Not a part 2. This is like part 5 or part something. But anyway, there will be more. Thanks for anyone who's following this. I find it just as entertaining the second time around as I did experiencing it. But anyway, okay, bye.